Previously known as Super Lap Battle, the Global Time Attack Finals at Buttonwillow proves year after year why it's still every bit as super as its long history suggests. It's here, just 2 hours away from Los Angeles, where the big names from Japan would prove themselves on American soil just a week after the SEMA show. Buttonwillow has become the proving grounds ever since, giving time attackers a chance to see how they stack up against top names in the tunerverse. As we gear up for the next big time attack at Circuit of the Americas, let's take a look at the most recent GTA event and find out how much faster these drivers managed to go in the 2022 finals. Like most Buttonwillow mornings around this time of year, temperatures began low and rose with the California sun. With no fog or high winds in the way, the weekend was looking optimal for new track records. Fitting for unlimited class contenders they arrived, including the likes of Cole Paulson in the LYFE Motorsports GT-R and Tom O'Gorman in the professional Awesome Evo, of which we hadn't seen attack Buttonwillow in quite some years. Also joining the fray was Craig Coker in the Unplugged Performance Tesla Plaid. This car was last seen driven up Pikes Peak by Randy Post and was poised to be the fastest EV to set a time at Buttonwillow yet. Gunning for the rear-wheel drive record was Sean Cagle, last year's overall fastest of the event, with a 1:41.378, just a second shy of the unlimited rear-wheel drive record set by Billy Johnson in his NSX many years before. The team began day one going even faster, putting down a 1:40.951 in the morning sessions. Returning in unlimited and seeing faster times, the Evasive Motorsports S2000 with Dai Yoshihara behind the wheel.
What's up guys, my name is Dai Yoshihara and I'm here at Global Time Attack Final at Buttonwillow. And we brought Evasive Motorsports Eneos Oil S2000. This is basically the same car from last year, but they upgraded the turbocharge. I mean, it was a HK's supercharger, but now we got the HK's turbocharge. So 380 horsepower to 648 horsepower, which is a big jump. And we got upgraded transmission from OS Geeken because we had a little issue last year. And we didn't really have time to shake down until a couple days before. We had a little stuff fix, and then yesterday was the real testing for the first time. First time we went was like 148 or something, but so also the other upgrade we did was we had a lot of sensors, so my engineer can see what the car is doing without my feedback. So they did set up the car really quick to the almost maximum point, and this morning we went for 143 with this used tire, and then the second session we went for 141.2, which was exactly my goal time was. So I'm super happy actually, and I don't know if we can gain even faster, but we're still trying to change some stuff and then going back again later today, and then hopefully we can go 140s. Wish us luck.
By the afternoon, Kevin Burke took the lead in limited class in his S2000 with a 147.364, with Gary Wong in the Elite Performance Supra just 3/10 behind. In street class, Thomas Smith and Robert Robbles fought for the lead, both dipping into the 148. Zachary Sober reset the enthusiast overall class record with a 155 flat. And in unlimited, LYFE Motorsport put down a 140.8. It wasn't until the last session of the day, however, when Cole managed to dive into record-breaking territory with a 137.972. Only 2/10 off the unlimited all-wheel drive record and 4/10 shy of Will I Young's overall record. Here are the top times from day one of the competition. Enjoying the inside time attack coverage? Remember to subscribe to stay on top of all things time attack and for more exclusive content. Day 2 started off on an exciting note. The professional Awesome team began to show what they can really do, laying down a 139, then a 138.7 in the first session.
What's up, guys? We're back at Super Lap Battle. Wait, the last time we were here it was still called that. It's been a while. 4 years later, we're back at Buttonwillow for GTA Finals with the professional Awesome Evo. It's gone through a lot of changes, but so far this event has been awesome for us. We're talking new engine, new transmission, new differentials, new final drive, a new look for the car, and it's been kind of cotton-balled since basically it was on show at PRI in 2018 or 2019. So it's been a long time since it's been on track, very few shakedown laps, and we've already put about a dozen laps on it here, which is more than I've ever done in any event ever in this car. For an unlimited car to do a dozen laps in a single event is already a feat in itself. And just this morning we went back to almost our personal best, 138.7. We're trying to chase that overall record of a 37.3 though, so we got a little bit more work to do. And the fact that the car has so many new parts on it and has had so little time in the last 3 years to make it, you know, as fast as it can possibly be, to come out swinging like we already have is really exciting. I missed driving this car. It's awesome, and it's just been a blast.
The very next session, Tom O'Gorman managed to set a 138.426, the team's fastest time of the weekend yet. Although content with their results so far, the Evasive team was still pushing to go faster, running a 141.299 that same session.
My name is Gary Wong. I drive the Purple Super here with LYFE Performance. My first global time attack, awesome weekend so far. Did test on Friday, went pretty well. Saturday, Sunday, put in a banker lap early. Couldn't even beat the banker lap ever since. But we're still about half a second away from Kevin. One more session left. Gonna get it next session.
My name's Thomas Smith, driver of the 105 Subaru STI. As you can see with the car on the trailer, our weekend's ending a little bit early. So the weekend started a bit of a struggle. The night before, we had the slave cylinder blow out, had fluid coming out of the tranny. So we tried to source a solution back in Vegas where we're from. Couldn't find a solution, so we called up one of our supporters. They had the part. We drove out, picked up that part. As we got here at the track, we got the car off the trailer, in the air, dropped the tranny. We were here till about midnight that night. It was about 35 degrees, so it was super cold. But we were able to get it fixed with the help of my buddy Eladio. We had smooth sailing throughout every session, just making minor changes here and there, but ultimately the trans broke and took us out of competition for the last 2 sessions, but great weekend overall. It's appearing that we're sitting P2 in street right now with a 148.9, which is a personal best for me with this car here, and it was a great weekend, so we're looking forward to coming back next year.
Cole Polson fought throughout Day 2 and was consistently within reach of a lap record until a power steering failure cut short his efforts, and not without some drama.
Dude, that was one of the spookiest things. The steering got super heavy, so I like leaned into it, but I couldn't get the thing over, and off the track, airborne, like for sure. I wanted to save the lap because it was pretty good.
Yeah, you would have been a record breaker right there.
Cole was up 7/10 on this final lap before the off, and with the weekend wrapping up, that meant the sought-after unlimited record would escape them for now. Tom O'Gorman set a new personal best, improving on his previous time with a 138.3 to end the day. Unlimited class saw the rear-wheel drive record broken when Sean Cagle and the Caliber Customs team put forth a final effort and ran a 140.249.
Reset the rear wheel drive unlimited record, reset their personal best, almost broke into the 30s in an H pattern Corvette. Mr. Sean Cagle with a second place, competing for the win the entire time. It's a name and a face if you follow racing, you know. Huge shout out to Tom O'Gorman and Professional Awesome with 138.382. Tom's only been here once before in this car in 2018. First place, just shy of the unlimited all-wheel drive record. They gave us the most drama on the screen. We had power steering failures. We had the car almost into the wall on the front straight. That's going to be a 137.972 from Cole Powson and LYFE Motorsports and his Nissan. In their Porsche 911 GT3 N15 design, Mr. Lawrence Ewan with a 148.629. Second place, less than a second ahead of him, a 147.462 from Mr. Gary Long, Elite Performance. In first place with a 146.995 for Rockstar Garage, Racing, Mr. Kevin Burke. Now, first event in street class, okay? 4/10 ahead of John, who's someone who's always been the most competitive in his class. 153.95, Mr. Terrell Natividad. Second place, someone that's always been competitive in the class, always pushing to be in the top, with a 148.963. Thomas Smith Racing, Mr. Thomas Smith. And in first place, led the class basically the entire event, kept pushing the time, going further and further with a 148.427 in his Toyota GT-R Supra, Mr. Robert Robles. Third place in enthusiast with his Tesla Model 3, Mr. Safyan Raval with a 157.669, car number 420. 156.449, continuously improving every event he comes to. Mr. Aaron Gong with his Subaru BRZ 86 Cup. Great job, Aaron. Thanks for coming out with a new enthusiast all-wheel drive record, with a new enthusiast overall record, with a 154.413. Mr. Zachary Silver from Silver Racing in a Subaru WRX STI. Here's your enthusiast program. This World Cup champion, first, second, third, everything you ever wanted to do. A big shout out to Value at the Heart of Evasive Motorsports with a 141.253. Fastest S2000 around Buttonwillow. Great job, guys. Super proud of you.
Stay up to date with more Time Attack news by subscribing and following our socials. Thank you for watching and keep chasing that perfect lap.